Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Excel VBA Expert. In today's video I have brought out one more question of SQL. In this question we have to basically connect our Excel with the SQL using VBA. So let's go into the depth of question, what exactly we have to do. So basically we will be connecting our Excel with the SQL Server using VBA. The task is very simple. We have a one database in our SQL Server. In that database we have one table. From that table we just need to pull the entire data, entire data into the separate Excel workbook, right, by VBA. But yes, in order to connect our Excel with the SQL, okay, so we have to basically use the one external library, which is the Microsoft ActiveX Database Object 6.1 library. All right, we have to just enable it before connecting our Excel with the VBA. All right, without enabling it we would not be able to do so. So let's quickly move to the practical. All right, so basically what you have to do, you just need to press Alt F11 in order to write your VBA code. Alright, so let me add one module, Alt IM. I will writing my all the code in the option explicit mode. As I told you earlier that without enabling that library we won't be able to connect our Excel with the SQL. So go in the tools, go in the reference. Here we will be having ActiveX, see, Microsoft ActiveX Database Data Object 6.1 library, right? I just click on OK. So I have already opened my SQL Server, you guys can see. Alright, so let me show you from which database and from which table we will be pulling data. Let the SQL connect first. Alright, go into the database. For example, I am going in the Python data. Okay, alright, let me see what data we have in sheet number 4. Select top 500. Alright, okay, it's coming. Alright, so what we will be doing is, so I think we do not have any data in this sheet. Let me try to extract some data. Use direct, let's put select star from sheet 3. Yes, we have some data in the table of sheet 3. So basically what we will be doing, we will be pulling the entire data of sheet 3 into the separate Excel workbook using VBA. Alright, let's start. Let's start to write the code. I'm giving the sub procedure name connectivity with SQL, simple, right? So I have already enabled my library. That's what you have to do first before writing your code, right? cnn, the one variable which I am declaring for the ADODB connection, right? And I will be I will be declaring one more variable for Rst stands for the record set, right? ADODB ADODB.Recordset. Alright, alright. So here let me declare one more variable to write our string. Okay, it will be like a string I have just written. And we have to also write the query, select star from which table, right? That table we have to mention, and that query we will be storing in this variable. Okay, as string, let's suppose. Okay, let's start to write. Let's set the cnn as new ADODB connection, set Rst equal to new record set, right? So let's write the string connection. It is a very important line. Okay, if we will make even the one spelling, okay, if we will misspell Okay, I mean, let me write, then I will show you what exactly I mean to say. Let's provider. We have to take care of the spellings. All right. If the one is spell, I mean one the character, if you will miss sure, so the connection will not get established, and you won't be able to perform your task which you want, which for which that you are looking for to do so. All right. I have written provider and SQL OLEDB.1, right? Integrated security SSPI and data source. In the data source, basically what we have to do, we have to just give our server name. Just right click here, connect. So this is the server name which we have to give here. I have given, and now initial catalog. Okay, in initial catalog we have to provide the database name from which database we want. We are we will be finding the table, and from that table we will be extracting out our required data, right? So Python data is my database name. All right, Python data. Right, spelling should be correct. I just did everything correct. Let me write one more query here, which is select star from sheet 3. You guys can see here I have also written. You may also, you know the same I have written here, because I have to write the query which I can execute in order to pull my data for which I am looking for. Now here I have to open my server. So cnn.Open the connection string which I have already written. Okay, and my connection string I have stored in the str. I will be giving my str, right? If in if your server if your server is basically encrypted by user id or password, you have also the option here. Okay, the optional. Okay, we have a also option of user id and password. You can give your user id and password if the server is encrypted by any password or any user id, right? So as we do not have, I will leave it like this. And now here I will be performing, I will be executing my query which I have. Source, the query I have done, I have given, and the active connection my CNN, right? So here what I will be doing, I will be also declaring one more variable dim wkb as a workbook, because I have declared this variable, okay, in order to add my separate workbook in which I can pull my data separately. So k as an integer I will be also giving. So first of all, let's add one workbook. Add, right? Let's start to get the header to Rst.Fields.Count -1, right? And range a1 dot offset, okay, dot value Rst dot fill a dot name, right? Next k, in which workbook, wk dot sheets. All right, so let me copy this, and after that I will be copying my data from the server into my separate workbook. To dot copy from Rst. All right, and after doing this I will be closing my connection and will be giving the done message, right? So what I will be doing, let me add here, let me add one button here, okay, and I will be assigning my my macro, or you may also say the VBA code. Not all open this workbook connection. So connectivity. This, right. So everything is quite good. Let me try it. I will be clicking on it. You guys can see. how easy it is, in just few lines we have connected our SQL server, right, with our Excel. Okay, in just only 9 11 to 12 lines, we are able to extract our data from the SQL server, right. This is the very simple query which I have written and which I have stored in the Qry, right. Here you can also write the very massive query if you want, and as per the requirement. Only just for the showcase I have given this demonstration to you, so that the concept, because in further video I will be also making the video on the other topics as well. Okay, I mean, in order to basically explore the connectivity with the SQL or Excel, right. So in this case basically I will be I will be bringing the lot of question, and a lot of question on the different on the multiple tables, like joins we will be learning, okay, by using VBA. And we will be also doing uh, we will be also writing very complex query in the VBA editor, and more, through our Excel we will be executing our query, okay, for the SQL, or in order to in order to basically perform our task as per the requirement. All right, so you guys can see, I let me close this file. You guys can see I have only one workbook right now, right. Let me again click to show you. I just click. How easy, the entire data we have got, right. Entire data we have got from the SQL server. So this is how, in just few line of a code that you can connect your Excel with, connect your Excel with the SQL using VBA, right. So I will be also providing this code in the description. Okay, you may also take this code from there, and that will be very helpful for your daily task if you are working with a SQL. If such a task basically comes in our organization, especially where the user are not aware from the SQL interface, right, how to execute the task. So if you will be making, if you have already built and created your tool, okay, tool wherein the people can go and people can click on the button, and they will be automatically able to extract out the data what they are looking for, right. So such a thing we can easily do it using VBA. Alright, so in upcoming videos definitely we'll be also making, we'll be making more videos on a such on a very complex query, on a very complex question, because this is the first video wherein I have created something, okay, for the sequel, right. So you guys can see it's the initial steps which I have taken for the sequel. Alright, so in upcoming videos definitely I will be making the complex or complex I will be making the videos on the on the complex topics, okay, which will be helpful for you, or to crack the interview as well. All right, so if you want me to create the video on any topic, so you may also suggest me in the description. All right, so thank you very much guys.